Good morning, all of you. In this session, I'm going to explain about problems on ladder friction. In previous class, already we discussed about ladder friction and forces acting on a ladder. Okay, how to draw free body diagram. Also, I will explain. I will explain again in this session. Okay. You can observe clearly here. Due to the self weight of the ladder, or when man stands on the ladder, the upper end of the ladder tends to slip downwards, and hence the force of friction between the ladder and the vertical wall will be acting upwards. Okay. In similar way, the lower end of the ladder will tends to move towards right. Hence, the force of friction between the ladder and the floor will be acting towards left. Okay. Already we know that frictional force always acts opposite to the direction of motion of the ladder. Okay. These are the important sign conversions for resolving the forces along the x-axis and along the y-axis. Okay. For right side direction, positive sign. For left side direction, negative sign. For upward direction, positive sign. For downward direction, negative sign. For clockwise direction, positive minus sign, and for anti-clockwise direction, positive sign. Okay. Now these are the important rotations. Moment of force, related to moment of force. Okay, for clockwise movement, you have to consider minus sign. For anti-clockwise movements, you have to consider positive sign. Okay, these two are the examples for clockwise movements, and these two are the examples for anti-clockwise movements. Okay. Here you can observe this is the motion of clockwise movement. D is the perpendicular distance between the line of action of the force and the turning point. Okay. And this is the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, anti-clockwise movement. Now this one is clockwise movement, and this one is anti-clockwise movement. Okay. These two are the clockwise movements. Okay, you can observe clearly these two are the clockwise couples or clockwise movements, and these two are the examples for anti-clockwise movements. Okay, for anti-clockwise movements, you have to consider positive sign. For anti-clockwise couples, you have to consider positive sign. For clockwise couples, you have to consider negative sign. Okay. These are the important sign conversions for solve the ladder problems. Okay. Here you can observe this is a clockwise rotation. This one also clockwise rotation. Okay. Now this one is anti-clockwise rotation. This one also anti-clockwise rotation. Okay. Now this is the example problem. A uniform ladder of weight 850 newtons and of length 6 meters rests on a horizontal ground and leans against a smooth vertical wall. The angle made by the ladder with the horizontal is 65 degrees. A man weighing 750 newtons climbs the ladder. At what position will he induce slipping? The coefficient of friction between the ladder and the floor is 0.2. Okay, this is the question. From given question, you have to identify the given values, and also you have to draw a diagram. Okay, this is a diagram related to this question. Here, this is a vertical wall. This is a horizontal floor. Okay. Now, from given question, you can observe the length of the ladder is given, that is a 6 meters. Okay. Here A, B. AB is the ladder. Okay, the length of this ladder AB equal to 6 meters. Okay, capital L is the length of the ladder. And this one is a vertical wall, BC. BC is a vertical wall, and this surface is smooth. Okay, so here from the question you can observe smooth vertical wall. Okay, for smooth surfaces you have to consider zero friction. That means the coefficient of friction equal to 0, and also frictional force equal to 0. Okay, for smooth surfaces. Okay, now here the angle of inclination of the ladder with respect to the floor also given, that is a 65 degrees, that is a theta equal to 65 degrees with respect to the floor. Okay, the angle made by the ladder with the horizontal means floor. Okay, so here the angle theta equal to 65 degrees, and here WL is the weight of the ladder, self weight of the ladder, and the WP is the self weight of the person. Okay, WL equal to weight of the ladder equal to 850 newtons. Okay, a uniform ladder of weight 850 newtons. So the self weight of a ladder WL equal to 850 newtons, and the self weight of a man or person equal to 750 newtons. That means WP equal to 750 newtons. Okay, yeah, from given question you have to identify what we have to determine. At what position will he induce slipping? That means the position of a person. Okay, so here WP is the self weight of a person. So X is the distance from the bottom of the ladder. So you have to determine this X value from the bottom of the ladder, or from top of the ladder. L minus X is the distance of a person. Okay. Now here the coefficient of friction between the ladder and the floor is given, that is mu equal to 0.2 for this horizontal floor. Okay, the coefficient of friction between the floor and the ladder is mu equal to 0.2. Okay, so the given values are WL self weight WL equal to 850 newtons, and weight of a person equal to 750 newtons. Length of a ladder AB equal to 6 meters, and the position of the person or man from the floor from point A along the ladder is X, and the coefficient of friction between the floor and ladder mu equal to mu1 equal to 0.2. Okay, so here this one is 0.2 coefficient of friction between the floor and ladder, and F1 is the frictional force between the ladder and the floor. Okay, coefficient of friction mu equal to 0.2. Okay, R1 is the reaction force at floor. Okay, so F1 equal to mu1, R1 is the frictional force. You have to determine this value. Okay, after getting the reaction force R1, you can get the value of frictional force. Okay, now mu2 is the coefficient of friction between the vertical wall and ladder. Okay, here from given data, the surface of vertical wall is smooth. So for smooth surfaces, you have to consider zero friction. Okay, for smooth surfaces, you have to consider mu equal to 0. Okay, and also when you are substituting the value of mu in this equation, then the frictional force F2 also 0. Okay, for rough surfaces, don't consider 0. Okay, now the angle of inclination of the ladder with respect to the floor is given, that is theta equal to 65 degrees. Okay, from triangle ABC, from the diagram you can observe ABC triangle. This is a ABC triangle. From this triangle ABC, the length of the horizontal floor AC equal to, from this triangle you can observe this is a right angle triangle. AB is the hypotenuse of the triangle, AC is the adjacent side, and BC is the opposite side. So for cos theta equal to, already we know that cos theta equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So AC by AB, is equal to cos theta. Okay, from that formula, the length of horizontal floor AC equal to hypotenuse into cos theta. Okay, that is a 2.54 meters. Substitute theta equal to 65 degrees and AB equal to 6 meters. Okay. Now height of the vertical wall BC equal to sin theta into hypotenuse AB into sin theta. Okay, that is 5.44 meters. 5.44 meters is the height of the vertical wall. Okay, and AC is the length of the horizontal floor, 2.54 meters. Okay. Okay, AB is the ladder. Okay, theta is the angle of inclination of the ladder with respect to the floor. Now WL is the self weight of the ladder. Self weight of a ladder always acts at the center of the ladder. Okay, so L by 2 and L by 2 is the distance of the ladder from the bottom of the ladder and from the top of the ladder. Okay, self weight of a ladder, always locates at the centroid of the ladder. Okay, now WP is the position of a person on the ladder. Okay, here let x is the distance from the bottom of the ladder, that is the position of a person. Okay, from uh, from free body diagram you have to determine the location of a person. That means you have to determine the value of x from the bottom of the ladder. Okay, here r1 is the reaction force. Reaction force always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the support. Here the support is horizontal. Okay, the floor is horizontal, so you have to consider vertical reaction. Okay, in similar way, here this is a vertical surface, so the support is vertical. You have to consider horizontal reaction at B. Okay, at point B. Okay, this is the reaction force at the vertical wall. This is the reaction force at the horizontal floor. Okay, after that you have to consider direction of motion of the ladder. Okay, now this end A moves rightwards. Okay, so then you have to consider left side friction, opposite friction. Okay, now F1 equal to mu1 R1 is the frictional force at the bottom of the floor. Now this end B moves downward, so you have to consider upward frictional force. Okay, so downward motion, for downward motion you have to consider upward frictional force. Okay, now this is the free body diagram for this problem. From this free body diagram you have to calculate unknown values, that is reaction force R1, R2 and x distance. Okay, yeah, from given data coefficient of friction mu1 equal to 0.2, that is coefficient of friction between the floor and ladder, mu1 equal to 0.2 is given, and from that value F1 equal to mu1 R1 you have to determine that value. After that mu2 equal to 0 at a smooth surfaces for vertical wall, mu2 equal to 0. Okay, because this vertical wall is smooth, so there is no coefficient of friction, and also frictional force F2 also 0. Okay, now resolve all the forces along the vertical axis. Okay, that means sum of all vertical forces Fy equal to 0. Okay, sum of all vertical forces Fy equal to 0. Here R1, WP, WL and F2, these are the four forces lying on vertical axis. So you have to consider R1. For upward action you have to consider positive sign, for downward action you have to consider minus sign. So plus R1 minus WP minus WL plus F2 equal to 0. Okay, these are the four forces, okay, acting on vertical axis. Now substitute WL, WP and mu2 values in this equation. Then R1 equal to WL value is 850, WP value is 750 and mu2 equal to 0. So the reaction force R1 equal to 1600 newtons. Okay. Now resolve all the forces along the horizontal axis. Here F1 equal to mu1 R1 and R2. These are the two forces, okay, lying on horizontal axis. So you have to consider positive sign for right side direction. For left side direction, you have to consider minus sign. So plus R2 minus mu1 R1 equal to 0. Now you have to substitute the value of mu1 in this equation, and R1 value equal to 1600. You have to substitute that value also. Now reaction force R2 equal to 320 newtons. Okay. After getting the reaction forces, you have to determine the position of the person. That is, you have to determine the value of x from the bottom of the ladder. For determine the distance, you have to consider moment of forces about point A. Okay. Already we know that AB length of ladder AB equals 6 meters, and the length of floor AC equal to 2.54. Okay, that is AB cos theta equal to AC value. Okay, 2.54, and the height of a vertical wall BC equal to AB sin theta equal to 5.44 meters, and AD from here to here AD is the half of the length of the ladder, that is L by 2 equal to 3 meters, and AE equal to X, that is the position of the person. Okay. Now R1 equal to 1600, R2 equal to 320 newtons from previous calculations. Okay. Here the given angle of inclination theta equals 65 degrees. Okay. Now from triangle ADD dash, the length of AD dash equal to AD into cos theta. Okay, from right angle triangle ADD dash, you have to determine the horizontal distance AD dash. Cos theta equal to adjacent side AD dash divided by hypotenuse AD. So from that equation, AD dash equal to AD hypotenuse into cos theta. Okay, here the angle theta equal to for 65 degrees, and AD equal to 3 meters. Okay, substitute AD equal to 3 meters and cos theta equal to 65 degrees. Okay, so AD dash equal to 1.27 meters. Now in similar way, from triangle AEE dash, from right angle triangle AEE dash, cos theta equal to adjacent side AE dash divided by hypotenuse AE. Okay, from that equation, AE dash equal to AE into cos theta. Okay, from triangle AE dash, AE equal to AE into cos theta. Here the value AE equal to X. So 0.5 into X. Okay, so the length of AE dash equal to 0.5 into X. Okay, now you have to resolve all the moments about point A. Okay, taking moments about point A, already we know that moment of force equal to force into perpendicular distance. Okay, so here there are total 6 forces: R1, F1, WP, WL, R2, F2. There are 6 forces. Okay, you have to consider these 6 forces for determining the value of X. Okay, now taking moments about point A. Here F1 and R1, these two are the forces passes through the point A. Okay, so there is no perpendicular distance. Okay, these two forces passing through point A, so there is no perpendicular distance. So mu1 R1 into 0 distance, R1 into 0 distance. Okay, perpendicular distance is 0. Okay, now WL, this WL passes through point D dash. Okay, so AD dash is the perpendicular distance and force is WL. So WL into AD dash. Now this WP force passes through point E dash. So AE dash is the perpendicular distance. WP into AE dash. Okay, these all are anti-clockwise couples. So you have to consider for anti-clockwise moments, you have to consider positive side. Okay. Now these two are the clockwise couples. Okay. This reaction force R2 passes through point B. So the perpendicular distance is BC. Okay, R2 into BC. Okay, this is a clockwise couple. For clockwise couple, you have to consider minus side. Okay, minus R2 into BC. Now this frictional force F2 passes through point C to B. Okay, this frictional force F2 passes through point C. So the perpendicular distance is AC. Okay, AC into mu2 R2. Okay, this one also clockwise couple. So you have to consider negative sign. Okay. Now substitute the values AD dash, AE dash, AC and BC values in this equation. Okay, then here x capital 0.5 into x is the perpendicular distance. Sorry, 0.5 into x. Okay, here x is the unknown value. From this equation, you can get the value of x. That is x equal to 2 meters from the bottom of the ladder. Okay, the position of a person from the bottom of the ladder is 2 meters along the ladder. 2 meters along the ladder. Okay, this is the final answer for this problem. Now, in similar way, now I'm going to explain about another problem. Okay, this is a given question. Okay, a uniform ladder of weight 200 newtons and of length 4.5 meters rests on a horizontal ground and leans against a rough vertical wall. Here the surface is rough, so you have to consider frictional force for vertical wall. The coefficient of friction between the ladder and the floor is 0.4 and between the ladder and vertical wall is 0.2. The angle made by the ladder with the horizontal is theta degrees. When a man of weight 900 newtons stands on the ladder at a distance 1.2 meters from the top of the ladder is at the point of sliding. Determine the reaction forces and the angle of inclination of the ladder. Okay. This is the given question. From the given question, first of all, you have to identify the given values. Okay, here the self weight of the ladder is given, that is 200 newtons. 200 newtons is the self weight of the, here 200 newtons is the self weight of the ladder, that is WL. WL equal to 200 newtons. And the length of the ladder AB equal to 4.5 meters. Okay, here the floor and vertical wall both are rough surfaces. So you have to consider frictional forces for a floor and vertical wall. The coefficient of friction for ladder and floor is given, that is mu1 equal to 0.4, and the coefficient of friction between vertical wall and ladder is given, that is mu2 equal to 0.2. Okay, and the angle of inclination of the ladder is theta degrees. Here the value is not given, you have to determine that value. Okay, here the angle of inclination of the ladder theta is not given, you have to determine that value. Okay, when a man of weight 900 newtons, that means the self weight of a man equal WP equal to 900 newtons. Okay, WP equal to 900 newtons and stands on the ladder at a distance of 1.2 meters from the top of the ladder. That means position of the person on ladder. Okay, 1.2 meters from the top of the ladder and 3.3 meters from the bottom of the ladder. Okay, the total length of the ladder equal to 4.5. Okay, now you have to determine the reaction forces between the ladder and the floor and reaction force between the vertical wall and ladder and the angle of inclination of the ladder with respect to the floor. Okay, so you have to determine those three values. Okay, reaction force R1, R2 and theta values. Okay, you have to determine those three values. Now the following are the given values. Self weight of a ladder WL equal to 200 newtons and self weight of a person equal WP equal to 900 newtons and the length of a ladder AB equal to 4.5 meters and theta equal is not given, so you have to determine that value, angle of inclination of ladder with respect to floor equal to question mark, and the coefficient of friction between the floor and the ladder. Okay, here the coefficient of friction between the floor and ladder is mu1 equal to 0.4, and the frictional force between the floor and ladder here at point A is F1 equal to mu1 R1 equal to question mark. You have to determine that value, and the coefficient of friction between the vertical wall and ladder is 0.2. Okay, at point B, the coefficient of friction is 0.2. Okay, here this vertical wall is rough. Okay, rough surface, having rough surface. So for rough surfaces, you have to consider frictional coefficient of friction. Okay, now the friction force between the vertical wall and ladder is F2. F2 equal to mu 2 R2. Okay, and from triangle ABC, you have to determine the length of the horizontal floor. Okay, AC equal to AB into lateral length AB into cos theta. Cos theta is not given, so AB value is 4.5 meters. 4.5 cos theta is the length of the floor. In similar way, the height of the vertical wall equal to AB sin theta. Okay, the height of a vertical wall BC equal to hypotenuse AB into sin theta. Okay, 4.5 sin theta is the height of the vertical wall. Okay, now you have to draw free body diagram for this problem. First of all, you have to consider self weights. Self weight always acts at the center of the ladder. Okay, and the weight of a person acts at a distance 1.2 meters from the top of the ladder, and reaction force R1 makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the horizontal support. Okay, and here consider R2, reaction force R2. Okay, this reaction force makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the vertical support, vertical wall. Okay, now you have to consider direction of motion of the ladder. Okay, at the time of slipping, this bottom end of the ladder moves towards right. Okay, so you have to consider left side frictional force. Okay, frictional force always acts opposite to the direction of motion of the ladder. So here this is the direction of motion of the ladder, so you have to consider opposite frictional force. Okay, F1 equal to mu1 R1. Now at the top end of the ladder, you have to consider direction of motion of the ladder is downward direction, so you have to consider upward frictional force. Okay, now there are 6 forces acting on the ladder: R2, F2, WP, WL, R1, F1. These are the 6 forces acting on the ladder. Okay, from given data, mu1 equal to 0.4, mu2 equal to 0.2, and that means coefficient of frictions. Okay, so F1, F2, you have to determine those 2 values, and for getting the value of reaction force, you have to resolve all the forces along the horizontal axis. Here F1 equal to mu1 R1 and R2. These are the 2 forces. Okay, acting along the horizontal axis. So sum of all horizontal forces equal to 0. For left side direction, you have to consider minus sign. For right side direction, you have to consider positive sign. So R2 minus mu1 R1 equal to 0. Okay. So R2 equal to mu1 R1. Okay, so here the value of mu1 is given, that is 0.4. We have to substitute that value. So R2 equal to 0.4 into R1. This is equation number 1. Okay, after that you have to resolve all the forces along the vertical axis. That means sum of all vertical forces equal to 0. Here there are 4 vertical forces, that is R1, WL, WP and F2. These are the 4 forces acting on vertical axis. So you have to add these 4 forces. For upward action, you have to consider positive sign. For downward action, you have to consider negative sign. Okay, so plus R1 minus WL minus WP plus mu2 R2 equal to 0. Okay, for upward action, positive sign. For downward action, negative sign. Okay, now substitute the value of WL, WP and mu2 and R2 values in this equation. Okay, here R1 plus 0.2 R2 equal to 1100. Now you have to substitute the value of R2 in this equation. Okay, substitute the value of R2 in this equation. R1 plus 0.2 into 0.4 R1. Okay, R2 equal to 0.4 into R1 equal to 1100. From this equation, the value of reaction force R1. Reaction force between the ladder and the floor is R1. R1 equal to 1018.52 newtons. Okay, Now from this equation, substitute the value of R1 in this equation, you can get the value of R2, reaction force between the vertical wall and ladder. R2 equal to 407.41 newtons. Okay, these are the two reaction forces between the ladder and floor and vertical wall. Okay, now after that you have to determine the value of angle of inclination theta. Okay, now you have to determine the value of angle of inclination theta, you have to consider moment of forces. Okay, from triangle A E E dash and A D D dash, you have to determine horizontal distances. Okay, from triangle A D D dash, the horizontal length A D dash equal to AD into cos theta. Okay, this is a right angle triangle. AD dash. So AD is the hypotenuse. AD dash is the adjacent side. So you have to consider cos theta. Cos theta equal to AD dash divided by AD. Okay, now AD dash equal to AD into cos theta. Okay, AD equal to L by 2. L by 2 equal to 2.25. Okay, cos theta. Okay, theta value is not given. So you have to consider cos theta as it is. Now from triangle AE dash, AE dash, cos theta equal to AE dash divided by AE. Okay, from that equation AE dash equal to AE into cos theta. AE equal to 3.3. Okay, total length AB equal to 4.5. Okay, from A to E is 3.33. Okay, taking moments of all forces about point A. Already we know that moment of force equal to force into perpendicular distance. Okay, here R1 and F1 forces, these two are the forces passing through point A. So there is no perpendicular distance. Okay, so mu1 R1 into 0 distance, R1 into 0 distance, because these two forces passing through point A. Okay, now WL passing through point D dash. So the perpendicular distance is A D dash, and this WP force passing through point E dash. So the perpendicular distance is AE dash. Okay, AE dash equal to 3.3 cos theta and AD dash equal to 2.25 cos theta. Okay, now this R2 force passing through point B. So the perpendicular distance is BC. Okay, and this F2 force passing through point C. So the perpendicular distance is AC. For clockwise moments, you have to consider minus sign. For anti-clockwise moments, you have to consider positive sign. Okay, so you have substitute the values in this equation, you can get the value of theta. Okay, tan theta, from this equation tan theta equal to 1.665. Okay, after that you have to theta, angle of inclination of the ladder with respect to the floor is theta equal to tan inverse of 1.665. Tan inverse of 1.665 equal to 59.01 degrees. Okay, now this is the angle of inclination of the ladder with respect to the floor, equal to 59.01 degrees. This is the final answer for this problem. Okay, here R1 equal to 1018.52 newtons and R2 equal to 407.41, and these two are the reaction forces, and this one is the angle of inclination of the ladder. Okay, so these three are the answers for this problem. Okay, in next class I will explain a new concept, that is wedge friction. That is the last topic in friction unit.